She just found a job, paying $80,000 a month, but she never expected the job would be to take care of this doll. Hearing about the strange fetishes of the wealthy, he couldn't help but laugh out loud. However, the boss's expression was unusually serious at the moment, as if they really treated this doll as their own child. Soon, the old lady told him that not only did he have to change the little boy's clothes every day, but he also had to play music and recite poetry to him. Even at mealtime, he had to tuck a napkin under his chin. She initially thought that the couple just wanted to experience the feeling of raising a child, but that night, he unexpectedly witnessed an eerie scene. The two were kneeling by the little boy's bed, as if performing some kind of mysterious ritual. However, when they discovered him eavesdropping, they immediately stopped and directly closed the door. The next day, the old man told the woman they would be away for a while. At the same time, he handed her a stack of papers filled with rules for taking care of the doll, warning her to take good care of the boy. Subsequently, the lady handed the doll to her and uttered a strange sentence. "I'm really sorry," leaving her puzzled. However, as soon as the couple left, she forgot all the rules. She directly threw the doll on a chair and covered it with a tablecloth in disgust. She began to drink leisurely. When she went to get more alcohol, she found that the tablecloth on the doll had fallen to the floor, but she didn't seem scared at all, only thinking that the tablecloth had slipped off by itself. She then roughly threw the doll back on the chair, but she suddenly woke up at night, seeming to hear some strange sounds. She walked to the hall with a candle. The murals on the wall seemed to have a special magic, attracting her to get closer step by step. But at this moment, thunder outside the window made her instinctively turn around. Suddenly, the little boy's hand stretched out from the painting. Suddenly, she was startled awake from the nightmare. She went to the doll's room and eerily saw that the doll was actually shedding tears. Could this doll be the same as a real person? Frightened, she put the boy on the bed. Just as the woman was taking a shower, her necklace and clothes suddenly disappeared. This made everything feel too bizarre to her. However, as soon as she stepped out of the bathroom, she seemed to hear footsteps in the attic, but there was only her in this room. In order to figure out what was playing tricks, she climbed up to the attic. Unexpectedly, the ladder retracted by itself. She tried to push the ladder open, but it was no use. But when she looked up, she saw a tall, dark shadow that directly frightened her into fainting on the spot. When she woke up, she found it was just a piece of clothing. When she came to the doll's room, she saw the doll lying on the bed had sat up by itself. Looking at the boy's eerie face, the woman was so scared that she ran straight back to her room, locked the door, and then hurriedly started to dial the phone. But the phone wouldn't connect at all. At this moment, the phone rang by itself. She picked up the phone. The eerie voice on the phone was terrifying. She was so scared that she threw the phone away. Suddenly, there was a knocking sound outside the door. She didn't know what the doll wanted to do and could only beg for her life. But there was no response outside. She opened the door and found that breakfast had been placed there. So she went to the boy's room out of curiosity and saw a note of care instructions next to the doll's hand. She realized that the boy might not have malicious intent and just wanted to be taken seriously. So she called her boyfriend and put the doll on the ground. Then she drew a circle along the edge with chalk and closed the door,